Rohit was only 13 years old when life forced him to grow up far earlier than most children. While other boys his age spent their afternoons playing cricket in the streets, laughing with friends, and worrying about school homework, Rohit worried about something much bigger: how he and his mother would survive another day. He lived in a tiny village in India with his mother, Meera. Their small mud house stood at the edge of the village near a narrow dirt road. The roof leaked whenever it rained, and the walls were cracked from years of neglect. They owned very little: a small wooden bed, a few old utensils, and some worn clothes were all they had. Rohit's father had passed away when he was very young. Since then, his mother worked as a laborer in nearby fields. She left home before sunrise and returned after sunset, exhausted from carrying heavy loads and working under the burning sun. Despite their poverty, Meera had one dream. "Rohit," she would often say, "education is the only treasure nobody can steal from you. Study hard and build a better life." Rohit listened carefully to every word. He knew how much his mother sacrificed for him. Every morning before school, he cooked simple meals. Sometimes it was rice and lentils. Sometimes there was only dry bread and tea. At 13 years old, he had already learned how to wash clothes, clean the house, fetch water, and take care of himself. One evening, Meera returned home looking weaker than usual. "Mother, are you okay?" Rohit asked. "I'm fine," she replied with a smile. But she wasn't. Over the next few weeks, her health continued to worsen. She often coughed and struggled to stand after work. Still, she refused to stop working because they needed money to survive. One day, while working in the fields, she collapsed. Villagers rushed her to a small clinic. When Rohit arrived, fear filled his heart. The doctor examined her carefully. "She needs treatment and rest," he said. "If she continues working like this, her condition will become serious." The cost of treatment was more money than Rohit had ever seen. That night, he sat beside his mother's bed. "Don't worry about me," Meera whispered. But Rohit couldn't stop worrying. The next morning, he made a decision. After school, he began working at a roadside tea stall. The owner, an elderly man named Sharma Ji, noticed Rohit's determination. "You're very young," Sharma Ji said. "I need to help my mother," Rohit replied. Touched by his honesty, Sharma Ji gave him small jobs: washing cups, cleaning tables, and serving customers. The work was difficult. Rohit woke up before sunrise, attended school during the day, worked until late evening, then studied at night. Many times he felt exhausted. Many times he wanted to quit. But whenever he looked at his sleeping mother, he remembered why he was fighting. Months passed. Rohit's grades remained excellent despite his busy schedule. His teachers were amazed. One teacher, Mrs. Kapoor, often stayed after school to help him. "You have a special talent," she told him. "Never stop believing in yourself." Those words became a source of strength. One rainy evening, Rohit was returning home after work when he noticed an old man sitting under a broken shelter. The man looked weak and hungry. Most people walked past him without noticing. Rohit stopped. He only had enough money to buy dinner for himself. For a moment, he hesitated. Then he remembered his mother's lessons about kindness. Without thinking twice, he bought food and gave it to the old man. The old man's eyes filled with tears. "Thank you, son," he said softly. Rohit smiled and walked away. He never expected anything in return. Years passed. Rohit completed high school with top marks. His achievement brought pride to the entire village. However, a new challenge appeared. Medical college was expensive, far beyond what he could afford. One evening, he sat outside his house feeling defeated. For the first time in years, he wondered if his dream of becoming a doctor was impossible. His mother sat beside him. "Why are you sad?" she asked. "I worked so hard," Rohit said. "But we don't have enough money for medical college." Meera gently held his hand. "Dreams are not defeated by poverty," she said. "Keep moving forward." The next week, Rohit applied for every scholarship he could find. He filled out forms late into the night. He wrote essays. He attended interviews. Still, uncertainty remained. Then one day, a letter arrived. His hands trembled as he opened it. He had earned a full scholarship. Tears streamed down his face. His mother hugged him tightly. For the first time in many years, both cried tears of happiness. Medical college was not easy. Rohit moved to a city far from home. The environment was completely different. Many students came from wealthy families. They had expensive books, laptops, and comfortable apartments. Rohit had none of those things. To support himself, He worked part-time jobs. He tutored younger students. He delivered newspapers. Sometimes he slept only 4 hours a night. Yet he never gave up. Every challenge reminded him of the struggles he had already overcome. During his final year of medical school, tragedy struck again. His mother's condition suddenly worsened. Rohit rushed home. Seeing her lying weak in bed broke his heart. She smiled when she saw him. "You've become so strong," she whispered. "You'll be a doctor soon." Rohit held back tears. "I became strong because of you." A few months later, Meera passed away peacefully. The loss shattered him. For days, he struggled to focus. The woman who had sacrificed everything for him was gone. But he remembered her final words. And he continued forward. Soon after, Rohit graduated as a doctor. The day he received his degree, he looked toward the sky. "This is for you, mother," he whispered. Years later, Rohit became one of the most respected doctors in the region. He treated rich and poor patients alike. Unlike many others, he never forgot where he came from. He often provided free treatment to those who couldn't afford medical care. One afternoon, an elderly patient was brought into his clinic. The man was weak and needed urgent treatment. As Rohit examined him, something felt familiar. Then he remembered. The old man was the same person he had helped years ago during the rainy evening. The man recognized him too. "You're the boy who gave me food," he said. Rohit smiled. "Yes, I remember." The old man's eyes filled with tears. "I never forgot your kindness." After treatment, the old man shared his story. Years earlier, after Rohit helped him, he had rebuilt his life and eventually started a successful business. For years he had searched for the young boy who changed his life. But he never found him. Until now. A few days later, the old man returned. This time he wasn't alone. He brought several community leaders and local journalists. In front of everyone, he shared Rohit's story. He spoke about the hungry boy who chose kindness despite having almost nothing. The story spread quickly. People across the region were inspired. Donations began arriving. With the support of the community, Rohit established a charitable hospital dedicated to helping poor families. The hospital became a symbol of hope. Thousands of patients received treatment regardless of their ability to pay. Whenever people praised Rohit, he always gave credit to his mother. "She taught me everything important," he would say. One evening, after a long day at the hospital, Rohit stood outside watching the sunset. Children played nearby. Families laughed together. Patients left the hospital healthy and smiling. He thought about his journey. The small mud house. The nights spent studying under dim light. The tea stall. The hunger. The pain of losing his mother. Every struggle had shaped him. Every sacrifice had a purpose. Looking toward the sky, he whispered once more, "Mother, we did it." A gentle breeze passed through the trees. For a moment, it felt as if she were smiling down on him. Rohit's story became an inspiration for countless people. Not because he became a doctor. Not because he became successful. But because he proved something far more important. No matter how difficult life becomes, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way, determination, hard work, kindness, and hope can change your destiny. A poor boy who cooked alone at 13, worked endless hours, and faced unimaginable hardships became a doctor who saved lives and brought hope to thousands. His journey taught the world a simple but powerful lesson. Never give up on your dreams. Sometimes the darkest roads lead to the brightest destinations.